Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the
Our Sour Hour podcast show. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really something. I tell you, that the guy that made it, he deserves way more subscribers.
I wonder who that guy is.
Yeah, I heard he's real handsome, you know.
Handsome Manson.
Anyway, you are listening to the Our Sour Hour podcast show. Our Sour Hour, the podcast where we deflower your
sour hour.
power
To be
mother.
sour.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, basically something like that.
We
something along.
deflower your mother.
Yeah, deflower your mother who already gave birth to you, and fuck. I think the audio levels are.
We're peaking like shit. Anyway, joined today by us, we are what?
Yep, exactly. That's right. Look, I think it's no lie when we say we're doing this for the first time ever, and usually we've been no strangers to streaming before, but podcasts are a totally different thing because the only thing we have to rely on is ourselves to be entertaining without any other thing.
Our razor sharp wit. Yeah, we are complete podcast versions, and as such, it's quite obvious that we forgot to introduce ourselves. So, my name is Joe. What's your name?
Well, that's really fucking shitty. You're putting me in a really dumb position right now because your name, even in Bulgarian, it sounds pretty cool.
Yeah, we're
because-
from the Balkans, by the way. What's
Yeah,
that about?
from like what is it? Eastern, Western Europe?
Eastern Europe.
Yeah,
It's
the-
like
everybody-
next to Turkey. Everybody knows Turkey.
Yeah, everybody knows Turkey. No,
Not the gobble gobble kind. The other.
yeah. And basically, his name can be easily. It can sound really cool in English as well because it's just Joe. Mine, I don't have that privilege. I probably carry one of the most Bulgarian names out there. But for those wondering, I'm a Vasíl, or basically like Basil, but with a V. That's the way most
enough.
people remember me. And you can call me whatever the fuck you want. I really don't care. Whatever suits you, man. I'm not here to hold your hands. So, yeah, we decided to do podcasts because we were really, really fucking bored. Believe it or not, we both do artsy stuff. Is that right?
Yeah, that's pretty much correct. What kind of artsy stuff are we into, you may ask? Well, none of your fucking business,
Yeah,
Jonathan.
Fuck you. You can't know. You can't know. Why can't you know? Because we're not.
Secret, bitch.
Yeah, we're not. No, we're not sure what we're doing as well. But for the most part, life is looking up for us. If we gotta be honest, I mean, you know, it's popular when people say today, like, "Oh, life fucking sucks. I wanna, fucking die every single day." But say it ironically, and their life is just. It's pretty okay.
It's mildly okay.
Yeah,
Like,
it's mildly okay. It's not something to die.
my life is uneventful. I wanna die.
Yeah, it's like basically they're pretty fucking bored and they don't know what to do. They don't know how to spend their time. So basically they just want to die. Understandable. I really can't blame them, but I think that for us, especially for us being artists, life is looking pretty good right now. It's really a magical thing when you're an artist your entire life and everybody's shitting on you for one thing or another.
And then you grow up, and people keep shitting on you. It's really a magical feeling.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah.
wow, this never ends. What is this fucking train ride?
It's all part of the job. Anyway, what are we doing? So basically, everything's gonna be linked in the description because we're complete attention whores in dire need of more recognition. I basically do music stuff as well as some minor acting in the land of Bulgaria, where I am known as Jovan. Anyway, and
Yeah, keep an eye out for this guy,
For you
upcoming star.
yeah, you're gonna hear about it. Anyway, and my friend Vasíl.
Yeah.
You do drawings, right? You're an artist, like in the
yeah.
most typical sense of the word.
Last time I checked, yes, I am an artist, but I gotta be honest with you, I hate the word artist because whenever
It's really a general term, isn't it?
No, not because of that. I usually when I hear artist, I think some like really stuck up fancy deep wannabe jackass who who does like really experimental shit. And not that I'm against that, I actually like a lot of like modern art and shit like that, but goddamn, people they have like no bounds. They're gonna go like to the end of the fucking world to say that to pick up a fucking piece of shit and call it art. That's why I don't like artist as a term.
Yeah.
I just like I'm just an online person who draws anime stuff, big titty fucking girls and shit like that.
And commissions are now open.
No, they're
Only
not.
15. Oh, okay, their commissions are closed. Anyway, it's a really interesting topic actually. It shows how subjective everything is, because you see, when I think about artists, I think about someone who is like damn good at their like craft. I mean, you can do music, but in order to be called an artist, you have to have reached a certain level, which is really kind of a wrong way to think about it, because even if you're like a kid who's just picked up an instrument or a paintbrush, you're already an artist. There's no such thing as like a complete artist. You never really beat the game. You never stop doing. You never reach a ceiling.
There isn't really any like qualifications to. For an example, you gotta do this, and this before you can qualify as an artist. Like you gotta know guitar chords, have written 3 songs, eaten 4 fucking frog legs in your life or some shit like that.
Drink your milk every single day, and you might grow up to be an artist.
Yeah, but even then it's not certain. But yeah, I think
it better not be skim milk too.
Yeah, there aren't any requirements for you to be an artist, and at the same time, that's really beautiful. But at the same time, people abuse that a lot, and that's what my problem is.
Man, we got deep like quick, like
no,
6 minutes in. Like, what is art?
No, it's not deep.
What does it mean to be an artist?
No, it's not deep. We're being
Why
sour.
can't I feel love? Oh yeah, the name of the show is Our Sour Hour, where we spend about an hour being sour about things.
Yeah, and this is what we're doing right now, and you're giving me shit for it. This was your idea. I was prepared to rant about shit, and now you're like, here, you set me up on this. Holy shit, the levels are going.
Yeah, we're fucking up.
Yeah,
we're sorry if we have like some distortion. We're working things out. By the time we upload the second episode, everything's gonna be fine. By the way, joining us today is our good friend. It's our good friend Bruno, the magnificent farting dog, which is currently lying next to me. Say hi, Bruno.
Please don't. Oh my god.
Come on, give me some love.
Yeah, you can hear him snorting, I think.
We're picking this up? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So now, before we get to the podcast, believe it or not, we have a few sponsors. So we're gonna.
Okay, why don't you start us off with the first sponsor? Who is this episode brought to us by?
Bam. We fucking lied. There are no sponsors. There never were any sponsors.
Fuck, man, we're doing this for free.
You're
getting all this quality premium entertainment all for free.
Yeah,
so,
watch us on Spotify. We can, can migrate
get those numbers up, like get some fat stacks. So what are we gonna do? We're not just gonna sit here and waste your entire sour hour powering. I've lost it. We're not just gonna.
You fuck 'em up.
We're not gonna waste your precious time for an entire hour just ranting about shit. We have some gimmicks prepared.
That's actually pretty advanced. A lot of people that do podcasts
have absolutely no gimmicks. 0 gimmicks.
Yeah, they fucking suck. You know a guy called H3H3?
Yeah, what gimmicks? He has no gimmicks. He has like a wife. Fuck him.
Yeah, that's his gimmick. He has a wife. Well, fuck you, Ethan. You think you're so fucking cool with your wife and baby? No, I'm just kidding. I love the guy.
On the off chance this blows up, we love you, Ethan. Come on, man. Invite us over. We're good guys.
Yeah, please call the baby. Name the baby.
Vasíl.
Yeah, Vasíl.
Vasíl is a good name for a baby.
Yeah, please do it. You've been trying in your video. In his video, he said he's been trying to knock up Ela for like 2 years.
Yeah, he's been slamming that.
I want his first.
Slam.
I want his first newborn child to be wasted. I want him to discard.
I want him to waste his child.
Yeah, by
You heard it
naming
here
him
first.
by naming him Vasíl, ruining his entire fucking life.
Ethan, if you're listening to this, by any chance,
Do
I
anything.
want you to waste your child.
Waste your fucking
Waste
child.
that goddamn child. Anyway, moving swiftly along. So, when thinking about what we're gonna do on this podcast, we thought about what are the 2 things we're really good at. Okay, number 1, we're really good at bullshitting.
Yep.
No matter what, we're gonna put our bullshit skills to the test today.
Exactly.
And giving unwanted advice.
And opinions.
Yeah, we're gonna slam you with some hard-hitting, biting opinions on really political, racial, gender biased.
Hey, fuck
topics.
Donald Trump, man. That guy. That guy's fucking mean, man. Did you know that Donald Trump actually visited Bulgaria once? He actually.
You mean Donald Trump?
Yeah, Trump, exactly.
The
no, he
Drumos?
actually did visit Bulgaria once. I think it was 8 or 7 years ago, something like that, and he stayed at one of our best hotels called Shipka, and there was actually a big scandal about that because he invited a lot of prostitutes and strippers. You know, in Bulgaria we call them women, but he invited a lot of them, and actually one of the girls, there were so many fucking drugs that night that one of the girls actually died in the hotel room, and the national TV media and shit like that, they all covered it, and now it goes unnoticed.
Yeah, fuck.
You know what the biggest fucking the
If we
scariest thing about this entire story is?
Yeah, no.
It never actually fucking happened.
I was just gonna say, if we weren't such a shithole fucking country, someone would have picked this up. Like CNN, like fucking Fox, they would have grabbed a hold of this. I was like, we're such an insignificant country. Literally, the current president would have killed someone, and no one would have given a fuck because it happened in Bulgaria.
Yeah, the reason why. Holy shit!
Yeah,
Jesus,
that wasn't me. That was.
Contain yourself, Jesus. So, there's an entire reason. This is one of the big reasons why we do this podcast in English. Because
we hate our country, like everybody who shares our heritage, our proud history, is an absolute complete buttfuck.
Yeah, it's as soon as you say something even mildly bad about Bulgaria and about it being irrelevant and shit like that, everybody's gonna jump up and they're gonna start saying things like, have you fucking seen what kind of mountains we've given to the world? This is fucking beauty. Granted, it is beauty. It's really beautiful.
It's
Jesus Christ,
shit.
mountains are fucking irrelevant. I mean, look, it's just the fact of the matter is that the country is beautiful, but it has a lot of problems, and it's just nobody likes to talk about them because as soon as you bring them up, everybody thinks you're shitting on the country, and people here are really fucking
They're
proud.
overprotective as fuck.
Yeah.
You can. We're kind of like America in the sense that we blindly love our country, but unlike America, we have jack shit to show for it, so it kind of falls flat.
Yeah, basically what it's like.
And yeah, you can't even.
It's like having.
Say one thing.
It's like eating a fucking plate full of shit with potatoes your entire life, right? And
They're damn good potatoes though, but still they're potatoes with shit.
Yeah, it has fucking shit. It has feces in the fucking plate. And as soon as you bring it up, as soon as you raise your hand and be like, "Hey guys, I think I'm a bit tired of eating,
Potato shit.
poop chunks," and as soon as you go, as soon as you say that, somebody
Shittles.
fucking jumps up and is like, "How dare you fucking say that? I love eating shit. I've been eating shit ever since I was little."
Your
and
mother was raised by that shit,
Yeah,
and suddenly it's too good for you.
Yeah, wow,
It's too good for your plate of shit.
Wow, you forgot where you're coming from. Well, why don't you fucking go and live somewhere else, like maybe Germany or some shit like that? If Bulgaria
Some
is,
shit.
yeah, if Bulgaria is too dirty for you, so like.
To elaborate, this
Yeah, elaborate. Come on.
shit potato metaphor was basically to prove that we wanted to reach a bigger number of people, and so we do this podcast in English because more than 60% of Bulgarians have some understanding of English. But I'll tell you what, not many English people speak Bulgarian, you know. So
You would be surprised.
so yeah, that's why we spend like 5 minutes shitting on our own country.
Yeah.
That's definitely. Okay, so what are we gonna do? Okay, what are we gonna do today? Is we're going to open up a random word generator. How this is gonna work is we're gonna generate 2 random words, and basically they are gonna serve as topics for our conversation.
Okay, let's do it, man.
The first one is gonna be a competition because it's not gonna be interesting if it isn't. The first one who stops bullshitting,
yeah.
automatically gives a point to the other one. We play up to, let's say, 3 points, 5 points.
Honestly, I wasn't prepared for this.
I'm gonna kick your fucking ass.
No, you just made this up as we went. I wasn't actually. You didn't tell me anything about this.
Keep them guessing, folks. Keep them sour.
You're a piece
Stay
of...
sour. Represent the Sour Gang merch store. Link in bio. Sour/Amazon Prime.
/ I'm a real piece of shit. Fuck you. Okay, but
I hate my country. I hate you. Buy my merch.
Yeah, it's okay.
2 random words.
Generate moaning, and I can't even read this word. It's not
Decadence.
What the fuck does that even mean?
Okay. Let's go with moaning. What's your favorite way to moan? Like when you make sweet.
Hey.
Like you're making sweet love to your wife.
1 point for me, I think. I think we can generate.
I'll give you that. No, I have like a story for this though.
Okay.
I came across a really weird conversation at a bar like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
2 girls were having this really.
We're sharing 1 cup.
Fuck off.
Right,
2 girls were having this intense conversation about like what they actually do while they have sex, and one of them was like, I get really into it, I get intense. I was like, oh yeah, yeah, fuck me, ooh. And the other one was like, well, I just kind of sit there, and I was like, I almost broke. I'm like 2 meters away from them. As soon as that hits me, I'm like gone.
Jesus
I
Christ.
had to run to the bathroom, man. I fucking swear.
That sounds like a German lady yodeling, like yodeling.
Yeah, you gotta time it just right, and you might get a little song out of it.
Yeah, it's just wow. You should have like stopped her and went to her like, you want to go a bit more. So.
Yeah, you don't go to introduce yourself like, hello, my name is. Yeah, you just go, hi.
Yeah, can you imagine like instead of sex, right? Instead of the word sex, we had like moaning sounds for it. It's like, hey baby, what you doing here? I'm just trying to find somebody to oh baby, how about we go home and whip each other in the butt? Something like that.
Like a car passes you by. Hey, old little mama, you trying to whip? I want to fit a whip.
Wow. What do you think?
This guy race you like real fast.
Race you? Why? Texas is not a fucking race, dude. What the fuck? Oh, but no.
Don't you want to? Anyway.
I think that if we lived in a world where instead of fuck we said a moaning sound, I think a lot of people would get even more laid instead of being rejected, and I think the population of the world would skyrocket into the stratosphere because, look, when the word
Wouldn't you be
sex,
more embarrassed though?
no, that's the idea. That's the idea. We've been raised to know that, the moaning sound. I'm not gonna do it because I don't want to, continue like saying. Okay, I did it. But,
I love
so basically, everybody is raised like this, right? So they know that. Yeah, it's embarrassing. It sounds fucking stupid compared to every other word in the world, right? And then you just have like this hiccup that you use when you want to have sex with somebody. So I think that people are gonna be like, yeah, look, let's just go fuck, because, you know, if there was a better word, I'm sure you would have used it, but there isn't, so you're just using a moaning sound, which is embarrassing as it is. Please, I just want to get you to stop, so let's go fuck, you know? I think that would be like...
Yeah, people, like, they use different expressions, like, they go and, let's get out of here, let's change the locale, you want to go to my place, you want to grab some coffee upstairs, like, there are set of ways to go instead of,
Yeah, but that's exactly it, because there's so many options. People don't choose the correct options, they fuck up, you know, they say something like, you wanna...
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, but when you don't have an option, you just have like fucking sounds. Well, you know, granted, words are just sounds, but when you have just like incoherent sounds, they're just, you know, they don't remind you of absolutely anything else in the English language. I think a lot of people are just not gonna see, you know, the entire deal of asking for sex to be a, you know, such a
why use words at all? Like, just point.
Yeah,
like if you get a back, you go ahead.
Yeah, go like caveman. Fucking yours go like ooga chuck.
You get a waka flocka back. You're down, man. You're dunzo for the night. Okay, let's get back to the topic of moaning.
We've never left the topic of moaning.
Fuck off with tangent. Like,
dude,
are you a vocal? Are you vocal like during?
I'm vocal
during
all
sex?
the time, baby. What you talking about?
Hey. Like, do you
yeah,
like?
I do like.
Do you
I sing
partake
a lot.
in?
I sing a lot.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Would you hit the high note when you?
Well, it depends, man. I usually I can moan a lot, but then at some point I'll stop without even realizing it, because in my head I'm moaning, right? But I don't realize I'm actually not. And when I go into a fucking trance, you know, my dick is getting like, you know,
all sorts of
fucked
squished.
up. Yeah, it's just getting like, you know, I feel like a cow being milked. Like a fat fucking retard cow being milked. So basically,
okay, you're not saying let's go fuck up. Hey retard, I wanna go milk you.
Hey, you fucking fat retard.
And then you wait for a yeet back and you're done.
Dude, if a girl Loki came up to me and came like, hey, you fucking fat retard cow, I wanna milk your dick dry, I would be like, hell yeah.
That's kind of hot though. Like, just someone comes up to you, I wanna milk you.
Yeah.
It really depends who it's coming from though. Like,
you should really say I wanna milk you, because you kind of say ye like a fucking Irish accent, and I sit in my head, I go like, I wanna milk you. Oi lad.
Oi.
I wanna milk you.
I went Russian there. I wanna milk you.
Well, so to answer your question, yeah, I tend to sing a lot when I'm having sex, in a lot of different songs as well. I can go from, you know, kindergarten songs, which granted aren't the thing that you should be singing about while having sex, right? You shouldn't be singing like nursery rhymes or shit like that. But at the same time, that's the thing. It's like, keep the sex spicy. You switch it from a kindergarten rhyme to corn in about, and it's just 0.5 seconds.
Do you keep up with the rhythm? Like, is it like twinkle twinkle, oh, and then you just start pounding away?
Yeah, absolutely. It's just it catches him off guard, and it catches him off guard. I mean, my girlfriend, because I haven't had many sexual partners.
Catches all one of them.
Yeah,
completely off guard.
It catches the neighbors off guard as well. I need to fucking drink a sip of water. You talk about.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna be straight with you. I think you get this point. Like, you were there with Yeet alone, but you just drove it home with that one. So I'm gonna concede. First round goes to our good friend Vasíl. And let's move
Hi,
on
Mom.
to that.
It's me. I got it, Mom. I got it. Who even decides where the point fucking goes? I forgot this was even a competition. I was just having a wonderful time talking to my childhood friend. By the way,
Fuck off.
yeah.
I've known you since yesterday. We met in the store.
Basically, no. Basically, up until yesterday, I was completely homeless. I was eating shit and potatoes off the ground, I was complaining. No, basically I wasn't homeless, I was just being Bulgarian. So
yeah, you were eating shit and potatoes, but you weren't complaining because that's your goddamn birthright. I was in a coma, by the way. I just woke up this morning. What year is it?
It's one.
Oh, yeah.
It's just one.
Damn, I feel well rested if it's one.
It's my favorite year. So
let's count down. 3, 2, 1. 1.
One.
Anyway,
so I just wanted to say that
yeah.
Before we move on to the next topic, it's like we've actually known each other for a really long time. For those of you who are listening, like all of our friends, because I know we have a lot of sport friends.
And we have a lot of friends too. Like I have like
3. It's a lot.
At least.
It's really a lot.
Like maybe 4.
Fuck. So basically, we've known each other for a really long time. Like we were since 2nd grade up until present day. We've been pretty. We've been friends, but not,
on and off.
Yeah. On and off, yeah, basically. But during like the last years, ever since like 8th grade, we've been like pretty tight.
Yeah, I'd say so.
And I seriously don't remember how it happened. I don't remember the moment where we just became tight.
I think we just met up one time. Like it was just this one-time thing.
Where you haven't seen your classmate for a long time.
Yeah, you want to shoot some hoops. I think we went to play basketball, and then we just kind of clicked, and then we saw each other again and again, and it kind of took off. And
yeah, it really.
Kids, that's how I met your mother.
Oh wow. So basically, I think that's how it was. I think though, we were best friends. No, not best friends, but like really good friends even before we graduated 7th grade and we had to switch schools. Because if you remember, both of us.
I'd give you top 5. I'd give you top 5.
Fuck you. What the fuck?
Yeah, just kidding, man. I love you, and I'm really thrilled to be doing this with you.
Yeah, you better.
It's a fucking honor to be here right now with you, sharing this moment.
Okay, shut up. I just want to finish my story.
Yes.
Shut the fuck up, Arch.
That's why this isn't gonna work.
So basically, before we graduated 7th grade, and in Bulgaria, I don't know if it's in America is like. If it's like that or everywhere else, but once you finish 7th grade, you have the option to switch schools and go to a little more specialized school, like let's say art school or something like that.
That's their like middle school, high school system.
Yeah.
So basically, when we finished middle school, you get to pick like a specialized school.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we did that, the last thing I remember in 7th grade, we participated in our first and probably last spelling bee.
Oh, fuck off.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
fuck off.
let me tell you about
No, shut up.
spelling bee.
Shush. I'm gonna tell a story right now. Story time. So, basically...
Don't take this away from me.
Basically, I'm gonna ruin your whole career. I'm about to ruin this man's whole career. So,
yeah, I'm gonna pick this up like at the middle because you are not telling that part.
No, I am telling that part because I remember it correctly. So basically, we entered our first and last spelling bee, and we were both coached by our English teacher. Well, coached is a strong word, but she was like we represented her, right?
We took special classes, like at least twice a week. We stayed after class or before class. We had like these lists of words that we meticulously memorized.
Honestly,
I could spell miscellaneous. I could spell the word miscellaneous flawlessly. I can't even, I don't know what letter it starts with.
Yeah. Shush. So
the day of the big spelling bee comes.
Okay, yeah, the day of the big spelling bee is upon us, and we're at school with a lot of like top candidates. If this was like a shonen anime, this would be like the tournament arc of our fucking lives, for at least for that. Time of our lives.
I didn't feel like that. Everybody there was an idiot. I had this in the bag.
Yeah, so
the wind was
basically
just waiting for me. I had to go there and take it.
So basically,
I would have absolute sex with the whole cast, crew of judges.
Joe Joe is walking like on a pretty high horse, right? It's like, no, scratch that. It was actually 3 horses stacked on top of one another. And
I could spell miscellaneous.
He could spell miscellaneous. Granted, he did not have the opportunity. So what happens? In my from my point of view, nothing interesting happened with me personally. I just said like 3 or 4 words. I managed to go through the rounds, and then I had to spell the word happiness. Granted, at that time I had never experienced it, so so I spelled happiness. Yeah. So basically, I think instead of an I said E. Right? But
like a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I was
Alright.
like happiness. Happiness. So
Do you want my happiness?
do you want to eat my happiness? so basically,
This is now a dating advice show.
yeah, basically that's my end of the deal. But before I even managed to get to those like 3 or 4 rounds,
Okay,
the
let
first
me
round-
paint a picture. Fuck off.
Okay, you go.
The big day comes. We're standing there, sweating absolute bullets, but deep down inside, I know I'm better than everybody there. I got this in the bag. I was like this kid that was constantly bullied, but I had like a pretty high opinion of myself. I knew I was like better than everybody. I had this. Okay.
Yeah.
So the ceremony begins. We have like a couple of kids going by, like spell cat, C-A-T.
Cunt.
Spell door, D-O-O-R. And I'm like, this is just like fucking idiotic shit.
This is the first round.
Come on, hit me. So, I walk up to the stage. I look that bitch. She was the one who like coached us for 3 months.
What?
Yeah.
It was her?
Yeah.
No, she wasn't a judge.
Yeah, she was.
No,
she was giving
wasn't.
out. She was giving out the words. She looked me in the eye and she said, she knew I was good. She said, spell dog. And I was like,
No.
it was
No. She said, and I remember it because it was like, I remember it because even though it didn't happen to me, I felt so fucking bad about you. I felt like you were robbed. I felt like you were discriminated because of your slightly darker skin. I'm just kidding, but no. I remember it being such a like stupid fucking mistake that honestly could have happened to anybody. You had to spell the word mom, and you spelled mom with, you said M-O-M, but instead of O they heard U, M-U-M is like in mum, and they were like, that's incorrect, I'm sorry. And you're like, how is it incorrect? And they're like, you said M-U-M, and you were like, no, I said O. And granted, I heard you say you. But you know, I was really sad because after that, you just returned silently. It was nothing happened, right? You returned silently and you sat on your chair next to the window, and you just, for the entire time, you had this blank fucking stare in your fucking eyes. You were looking at absolutely nobody, nothing. It's like back then, school shootings weren't as popular, but you know, if I was
prime candidate.
If I knew the entire deal with school shooting, I would have, you know, even if I was still in the contest, I would have just packed my things and leave. I'm not testing this.
No, let me tell you why that's bullshit. First of all, if I were to spell mom M-U-M, technically, like by British standards, that would have been correct, and like I would have had some grounds. Here's what actually happened. I don't know what you're fucking remembering. The word I had to spell was dog, and I was like, okay, that's absolutely fucking easy. I have to be an idiot to screw this up. Let's go. D-O, and I made this sound with my mouth that was like between G and J. I was like D-O-J. I don't know what they heard, but I just see this look in her eyes, like mild disappointment, sadness,
Yeah,
a little
I
bit of
remember.
sympathy. I'm sorry, that's incorrect. I was like, how was it incorrect? Well, you said D-O-J. No, I didn't. Yeah, no, you spelled D-O-J. I was like, no, it's D-O-G. No, it's D-O-J. Everything else you said was absolutely true. I felt pretty crushed, but I was like, no, I'm not gonna leave now. I don't want to go to the bathroom and cry. I want to sit this one out. I want to show them that I'm the bigger man here. I was like the last person who left.
Oh,
I was
wow.
the last person standing in that room, so technically, by some stretch of the imagination, I was the winner that day. I knew how to spell miscellaneous.
Instead of going home early, you just stood in school all day doing nothing.
I was the winner that day. You will not take this away from me.
I don't know, like, I'm pretty sure it was mom or... the thing I remember is it was either mom or son or something. I just remember that you...
I think son was like the first word, and after that it's like dog. It was definitely dog. I flopped on DOJ. I remember it clear as day, man.
Well, that's weird because you flopped out on the first round. That's what I remember. That was the crushing part.
Well,
it was the first one round. It was the easiest word. It had 3 letters, and that was the
DOG, heads down.
Well,
I fucking bet my life on it. It was DOJ.
I wonder if they keep the tapes from that day because there were cameras.
Were they taping? Oh fuck me.
Yeah, you're about to get bunked on live television, scum.
Yo. Okay. Let's fucking switch topics.
You should.
What are we doing with the scoring, by the way? Like, is it still 1-0?
No.
Does my terrific failure count as anything? Do I get like half a point?
You know, Joe, I'm tired of fucking winning. I'm just gonna give you this point from my last round about Devoni. You can have it.
1-0 for me then.
1-0 for Joe.
I know how to spell miscellaneous.
But no, we were just talking about how, for how long we've known each other and how we actually became friends. And honestly, there's just at some point during the last 5 or 6 years, I don't know how much it is, how many years it was, but at some point, just I started forgetting shit, right? And there are like times where I realize, yeah, I'm friends with Joe ever since we were, 3rd grade or something like that. It's like at the same tightness level as we are now because I just start forgetting,
Yeah,
but I'm sure
it's kind of better that way, I'd say.
Yeah, I know you have some pretty fucked up memories from high school.
Yeah, and we're not gonna go into that today. Tune in the next time, which is probably next week, to hear about my traumatic childhood.
Yeah, it was just to let you know, you can hear our childhood stories. You know me as the cheerful, nice guy that I am now. Back in high school, I used to be a real fucking little shithead.
You're an absolute douche.
I was
the popular kids' bitch.
I was a fucking bully, man. And I was not the popular kids' bitch. We were all just bitches to the popular girls. That's the thing.
Okay, let's like say that we both got beat up like real good at least once while in middle school, and let's leave it at that.
We were.
Both of us ate shit at least once.
Yeah.
Some of us more than once.
Yeah, you're gonna have to join in for this, other podcasts to find out why.
Okay.
Let's generate another word and let's see who gets the second point. Grill and ordeal. Wow, it's rhyming.
Rhyming in here. Okay.
A bit.
So, which one's it gonna be, grill or ordeal?
I think grill is better because grilling shit is a fucking hard, and I have a story to tell you.
Oh,
about
I think
grilling.
it was gonna be about grills like rappers have, like those little platinum tooth thingamajiggies.
In what fucking world are you living in, where the word grill, all of a sudden the first thing that comes in your mind is, instead of a barbecue grill, it's just rappers and their fucking teeth made of shit and potatoes. It's like, what the fuck?
Because it's their goddamn birthright. You were born in the shit and potatoes. You're gonna die in the shit and potatoes. It was good enough for your granddad. It's good enough for you. Don't you dare dream any bigger than your shit and potatoes. You start seeing why we're doing this in English, aren't you?
Yeah. It's just if we were doing this in Bulgarian, like, I'm gonna say it again, people in Bulgaria would have found this out. Most of the people in Bulgaria are just fucking hoodlums and absolute rascals, if I dare say so myself.
Complete rapscallions, my good.
Yes, they are not on the higher plane of existence like we are right now, talking about this extremely sophisticated podcast.
Okay, Sean Connery.
I'm Sean Connery. I slap my wife, then I go home slap my nuts. And here's another thing. Nobody in fucking Bulgaria would have understood this reference about Sean Connery.
Speaking about grills.
Okay,
I have a loosely based story on that. And slapping your nuts, though thank God it didn't involve my nuts. But anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know about this because I think it's kind of a... well, not a Bulgarian thing, but definitely a Eastern Eastern European thing. Like we used to have these heaters during the winter.
What?
A heater, like
What?
a fucking device that heats your room.
Heaters.
Heaters.
You just said heaters.
Heater. Done.
Heater, dude.
We had like a heater, and our heater was like a big metal one that was shaped a little bit like a grill. It was like about the size of a grill. For all intents and purposes, it could have been used to cook things.
Yeah, you cook small children.
And in the case of this story, it kind of did, because my little dumb ass, I think I was about 3 or 4, at least that's what I like to think.
That's usually the age where you're.
I was about 5 or 6. Yeah. Anyway, I was running around naked because I could do that because nobody was home.
Yeah.
And I just remember.
Wait, you were 3 and 4. Nobody was home.
No, I was actually 5 or 6. That's what I just said.
That doesn't make it. That doesn't make it any better.
Yeah, man.
It's like you're 5
Don't
or
knock
6.
it. I had my shit. I had my potatoes, and I worked with them.
I pay my taxes. I've earned my right to be home alone.
I deserved my shit. So I just remember, like, I was looking at something on TV, and I just thought about sitting down, and I didn't really think about where I was gonna sit down, so I just naturally started the motion, and I kind of stopped halfway through due to the fact that I was grilling my entire ass on this heater.
Wow.
And I was not, it didn't burn me. I mean, literally grilling. I had like burn marks in the shape of little lines on my ass that I couldn't explain, and I'm glad I didn't have to.
Holy shit, dude, that's pretty hot.
Yeah, that's one way to put it for sure.
That's pretty fucking sexy, man. What the fuck? When was I?
It was really sizzling.
When was I during that time in your life, man?
Medium rare ass.
Medium rare Bulgarian childas. Wow. Well.
Yeah. How do you top that?
I raise you. I raise you an even bigger fucking retarded moment story. It was about like a year ago, so I have no excuses basically, right? I mean, just.
I swear, if you sat on a goddamn grill.
No, I didn't sat on a goddamn grill. I've sat on a girl.
Did she have a grill?
No.
Like the rapper guy?
No.
Was she Post Malone?
No, she was not.
Why not?
Because my balls would have decayed from the smell. So basically.
Not the girl smell if it was Post Malone.
Yeah. So basically,
much
1 year
sauce,
ago, I was just, you know how everybody in his life has those periods where it's like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking cook today. You know, I'm gonna cook up, prepare a meal for myself. Feel good about myself. Get up early. You know, just live life like a normal person, or at least a fucking
half-functioning member of society.
No, not even a half-functioning. Fuck those fucking commercials where they show you like, get up early, chop some fruit, eat them up early in the morning, have a run, have a slight like jog, walk the dog, prepare a good meal, do your exercise, and then get on with your work. No, fuck that. It doesn't work that way. It works that way for about 3 days. Like, people who actually manage to keep up a schedule like that, I don't trust those people. I don't fuck with these people.
They're pretty dead inside.
Yeah, they are pretty dead
on.
Inside.
You have to not have like an internal process that looks for new things to do.
Yeah.
So you just set like this schedule on yourself. Like do healthy shit, but like do it at your own pace.
Yeah, these people are fucking insane. These people are like, it's like they have nothing else to live for. Instead, they have just getting up early, doing their exercise, staying fit,
and telling people about it.
Doing their work, and then shutting off by watching a movie late night and shit like that. And then they turn around, look up to me, and say, yeah, this is a fucking healthy lifestyle. No, fuck you, it's not. This is basically the most manufactured, cookie cutter lifestyle that everybody is telling you that is good. And granted, I'm not arguing.
You're free to live it.
Yeah, you're free to live it. But
don't fucking bother us with it.
Yeah, don't bother us
because some of us had like a bag of chips for breakfast this morning and don't want to hear your fucking shit.
Yeah, I really am not fucking in the mood, Sharon. Fuck you. So basically, everybody has those little moments. That's why I fucking hate people who live like this, because Me
Yeah,
personally,
fuck people living, man.
yeah, fuck them. How dare they? So basically,
So you're gonna cook.
yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
cook.
that's fine.
So I'm gonna cook like something pretty basic. I've done it countless of times, but it's basically chicken. So I'm gonna like fry some chicken in a pan, and that's gonna be it. That's my healthy breakfast. I'm gonna eat fucking fried chicken.
I was like, today I'm turning it over a new leaf. You know, the Vasíl that woke up this morning isn't gonna be the same that the one that went to bed last night. I'm a new man. I'm my own man. Today is a new dawn. Today I make fried chicken.
Fried chicken.
And I'm not going to put salt in my shit and potatoes.
Yeah. So basically, I made fried chicken, and I ate fried chicken, and I felt really healthy.
Attaboy.
Give me a sip of that Coke, man. So
This
basically-
podcast brought to you by Coca-Cola. Start your day off right with fried chicken and Coca-Cola.
Yeah, live healthy for once, man. Come. So basically, I ended up putting too much oil into the fucking pan. I don't know how it's possible when you're cooking fried chicken, but me personally, I didn't have a fucking method to dry them out from the oil after that. So I wanted, for some fucking godforsaken reason, I have like my pan, chicken is sizzling, and it's sizzling a lot. So I want to diffuse that shit. So I'm like, okay, I need to do a counter measurement for the fucking oil in the fucking pan. What am I gonna do? I have a genius idea. So I get a cup of water, and I go in, and I just fucking splash on that bitch. Like I splash on it. And interesting enough, nothing happened at first. And then I wanted to flip over the fucking chicken breast, and that shit shot up like a hungry dog. It basically melted my arm. I have actually scars over here, and these are the only fucking scars I have on me due to an accident.
For those of us at home, those are some legit scars. Like they look aged, like legit.
Yeah, I just have like a bunch of, and you can see there are even smaller scars, which basically are just little fucking droplets of hot oil and water that, you know.
Absolutely barbaric.
And I'm a fucking I'm a person who overthinks a lot. I get scared easily out of oh shit, my finger hurts. That means I have like anal cancer or something like that because I finger my ass too much when I wipe my shit, you know. So the moment I like got these burns and then they started blistering and they were like scaring me the fuck out, so I basically thought that I had to be rushed to like ER because I was gonna die from
wound contamination.
Tetanus.
Yeah.
Tetanus, yeah, I think.
You can't really get tetanus from like oil though.
I heard you can. I'm not sure.
That's pretty bullshit, my
I'm
dude.
never fucking listening to Google ever again. Fuck that. But basically, I was in panic mode, and I was just like Peter Griffin when he hit his knees, like, ah.
You heard it here first, folks. Family Guy jokes in 2019. Tune in next week on the Hour podcast show.
Yeah, it was really fucking stupid, and basically the entire week, I just had to I had to tell my family, I had to tell my friends because these are scars that are really visible, and everybody was like, "How did you got them?" And I had to look everybody in the eye because apparently everybody knew about this. I was the only person who didn't know that you shouldn't mix oil and water. Well, nobody fucking told me, so I just had to look at them and watch his all respect they have for me, whatever it was, just evaporate.
Fizzling out.
Evaporate. And
I'm gonna be straight with you. This is the first time I'm hearing this, and I kind of want you to leave right now. I kind of just want you to leave. I'm in your house. I want you to leave.
Look, I never claimed to be a chef. I am a painter person. I'm not an artist. Fuck that. So I am a person who draws. I know how to work a pen, or at least that's what they've told me, and I know how to handle my dick. I think. And I've never claimed it. It says nowhere in my diploma that I know how to cook chicken or that I know basic chemistry whatsoever. So yeah, who takes this one?
Okay, I'm gonna be straight with you. Both are pretty retarded.
Yeah.
Tell us in the comments below who is getting that point.
Yeah, tell us your scoring system and how you think it should have went opposed to ours.
Do it now.
Yeah.
We're gonna look. We're gonna check right now.
Yeah, do it.
You're not commenting still. Okay.
Wow, dude, you guessed them all. How did you do that? No, look, because I gave you my point from last time, I have the right to take this one.
I think that's pretty fair.
Because I think it's pretty even, honestly.
Okay, let's make the next one like the one for the win.
Yeah, the one for the win. This one's for all the fucking
All the
shit and potatoes.
Bennies, all the shit and potatoes. All
Okay,
the
generate
you can
random
handle.
words. Water
Water
and
clinic.
Okay,
Water
let's go
clinic.
with clinic.
Ooh.
Let's go with clinic. Let's go with some fucking hospital
I
stories.
got some nasty hospital stories.
Oh, dude,
man.
me too. Let's. Okay,
How graphic can we get on the first ever episode? It's gonna get pretty sour, boys.
We fucking. We were talking about like shit and potatoes, you know.
Yeah, I'm more graphic than that.
Wow.
How about you start us off? I'm gonna think.
No, you start off because I started off last time because I knew this one was gonna be for all the fucking Jimmies, and I planned from the start to give a point to myself on the second one. That's called mastermind planning. That's how I live a healthy life. So yeah, okay, go with clinic, you know. Because I have some pretty fucked up stories. I think you know which one I'm gonna talk about. And I've actually.
You have like one big one that I can think of.
Okay.
I don't have really that much. The ones that I have are pretty fucking traumatizing though.
Holy shit.
So. Okay.
Did you die?
Almost. Okay. Let's.
Damn it.
Let's not get too graphic.
No, do the graphic. Do the most graphic.
How about you start us off?
You son of a bitch.
Come on.
Come on, dude. What? Okay, fine. I'm gonna do it. So, when I was in 4th grade, I had to go and remove my appendix.
Yeah, right. Appendicitis. Appendicitis is the process of removing it. Like the thing itself is the appendix.
That was like the second name of that Hannah Montana girl, like Miley.
Miley appendicitis, yeah.
Miley appendicitis.
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 It's my favorite dinosaur.
Appendicitis?
No, Appendisaurus.
Oh, okay. So, basically,
it's dead now.
all of my.
As are the others.
Yeah. I think most of them are, buddy. So, all of my life, well, not all of it, but for a big part of my life, I had a lot of problems with shitting my fucking brains out. But no, I had like really nasty fucking pains in my stomach, and for a long time, people like doctors and shit like that, they couldn't understand what it was. They gave like 50 fucking different reasons why my stomach is hurting, and meanwhile it turns out that my fucking appendicitis is about to burst, and which is like the most common fucking shit. So this should really tell you about like the level of doctors in Bulgaria. We just have some pretty good fucking doctors.
You know we're pretty much fucked when the whole medical care system basically consists of shit and potatoes.
Shit and potatoes, yeah. Basically, what's wrong with him? It's like, why is he sick?
Have you tried rubbing shit?
Have you tried rubbing shit?
What about some potatoes?
Oh, that's pretty much all I got.
Oh yeah, that's pretty fucking. Okay, let me prescribe shit and potatoes.
Both of them at the same time. Try combining them.
It kind of sounds like Mr. Hanky the Christmas Pooh.
Yeah, it worked for my mom. It worked for my mom. It should work for you as well. So, basically, I get rushed to fucking ER, this time for real. Believe it or not. And I remember me getting, you know, they did like the checkup on me, you know, what's it called?
Like prophylactic kind of thing.
Yeah, they just...
routine checkup.
Yeah. They did the examination, and basically me and my mom and dad were sitting at like the emergency fucking room, and we were just waiting to hear like, what's the deal? Am I pregnant? Am I not? You know, just like...
Am I pregnant?
Am I pregnant?
Am I pregnant?
Yeah, exactly. So basically, I'm fucking scared. Mom and dad are just pretty fucking chill, but I'm sure they were stressed out of their fucking minds as well, but they were really good at hiding it. That's what I call fucking parenting, dude, because they didn't want to rub like stress on me, because they knew that if the child can see his parents, you know.
Oh, you wound up shitting yourself anyway, so
Yeah, I'm so
grade A parenting there.
So basically, the doctor comes out and is like, he's gonna have to undergo a operation, and my mom and dad are like, oh yeah, okay, cool. And I was just looking at it, it's like, what the fuck do you mean, okay, cool? What is a fucking operation? I'm gonna fucking die. I'm gonna die. You're sending me to like Vietnam. This is certain death. Basically, yeah, sorry about that. So basically, they tell me that I have to get operated, and I was in 4th grade, dude. Being operated is fucking scary shit.
It's pretty gnarly, like.
Yeah. So basically, I remember I'm sitting at the hospital and I'm on a bed and I'm just waiting. I'm counting down the hours, and then the sour hours, you know. Yeah, boy, I did it. I brought it around. So,
that's nice. That's
so
pretty
basically, the guy comes in and he's like, okay there, little champ, are you ready to get your operation? Slaps the fucking glove on his, like, you know, bless. And I look at him and, like, you know, in my head I'm like, fuck you. You asshole. And he's like, okay buddy, let's go. And he just basically brings, you know, he takes me on a bed with wheels, right? I felt like a fucking dead body, you know, getting shit. This is like, and he was like riding with me through the corridors, and I was just like watching people as we passed by, you know, and all of them just gave me a fucking look that says like,
You ain't coming back,
yeah,
kid.
You ain't fucking coming back.
This is your last rodeo.
Absolutely. It's like this. I can guarantee, like, the thing that went through most of the workers there is like, oh, this looks like that previous kid that died here, you know?
Here we go again.
Here we go again. So basically, I go into the fucking operation room, right? So they, in Bulgaria, like, okay, just imagine this. They like strip me down, right? They tie me up in a position like Jesus Christ was being, you know, hung up on the cross. The same way. They just took 2 little tables with wheels and put him sideways to a bed that I was standing on. Not standing on, I was lying on. And they had me spread my arms the same way Jesus did and keep my feet together. So what they did is they tied my arms and legs, you know, together with rubber hoses. Disgusting. They should have been transparent, but they're so old. They look yellow and fucking slimy and disgusting.
To what end? Why would they?
They tied me up because so my body would not jerk around when they put me under anesthesia. And when they do that, they.
Is that like normal? Do people like get seizures when they go under? What the fuck?
No, because when you they put you under anesthesia, your body has it just has the urge to fight back because it's not ready to go to sleep. It's sudden panic and you're like fucking jerking around and then you're dead. So
used to me.
Yeah. So basically they tie me down and that shit fucking hurts, right? That's fucking rubber and it's like hurting my arms. And one of the fucking ladies there, one of the, you know, nurses there just goes up to me and she's doing small talk. They usually do that with you just so you don't fucking go full panic mode because there's a chance the anesthesia might not work if you're like too panicky. So basically I try to be a young charmer boy ever since then, and she has the nerve to come up to me and is like, are you worried? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a bit worried. And she's like, well, what do you worry about? And I remember I said, well, I've watched too much Dr. House, and I know how wrong it can go. So basically, all of the fucking medical centers, like medical people there laughed, and they were like, haha, this kid is fucking hilarious. Kill him.
Fuck him up.
Fuck him up. So basically, no, literally, this is the last thing I remember. Everybody's like, ha 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 ha.
Black.
And then they fucking put the mask. and I'm like, wait, what are you doing? Black. Next thing I wake up, sharp fucking pain. I'm screaming, dude. I just fucking start screaming my lungs out because I'm a fucking 4th grader. I can't tolerate pain. Dude, this guy is supposed to like drive me back to my fucking room like everything's okay, but I'm just fucking screaming. The whole corridor is just hearing my fucking voice, you know. It's just, I feel like a, you know, heavy metal band like front member, and it's like the guy, I just wanted him to bring me faster to my fucking room. I wanted to see my parents. I wanted to feel okay and secure. This son of a bitch, I'm screaming, I'm yelling, and he stops in the middle of the fucking corridor. He sees some fucking colleague, and he starts like, oh, hi Frank, how's it going? And I remember, I really wanted to cuss at him. I wanted to fucking call him a jackass, a cunt, but I couldn't. I would've, but I couldn't because I was just, the only thing that came out of my mouth was just screams. I couldn't form sentences. And basically, now that I look back at it, I remember what the pain is really well. And for the people who don't know, or people that are listening to this and have problems with their appendicitis, please don't be afraid. If you've ever had one of those spontaneous moments where you wanted to live healthy and you're like, I'm gonna do, what's that exercise called? You know, the...
Like crunches?
Yeah, it's like, I want to do crunches. You know what? I haven't fucking exercised a single day of my fucking life, but I'm gonna do like 100 from the get-go. And the next day, you feel like extremely sharp pain in your abdomen because it's you know, muscle pain, muscle fatigue.
Muscle exhaustion, muscle fatigue.
Yeah, that's basically the feeling. If you ever had like fucking muscle fatigue, it's the fucking same. And it's really funny because you're gonna walk in a really like crouched up way. You're gonna be not crouching but hunched up. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. And you're gonna walk like that, and it's gonna hurt you. And it's the absolutely fucking same as when your abdomen is like worn out from doing too much exercise. That's the exact pain. I just couldn't bear it because I was a kid and I was a little.
You haven't exercised a day in your life.
Yeah, I was a little bitch. So
anyway.
So basically, yeah, that's my fucked up clinic story, dude. There's like a lot more details.
Pretty morbid, actually.
Yeah, that's
mine's a lot shorter, but it has more like it's a lot more painful, like both physically and mentally. Yeah, we're doing good on time. We're gonna do like half an hour more. I say we close it up for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway.
Tell your story, man.
As I previously mentioned, I have dabbled and continue to dabble in acting. Here's the thing about acting though, in Bulgaria, our language is fucked up. Like, I'm sure a lot of people, when they hear Slavic speech, they automatically think Russian.
It's Russian.
They really think that very hard kind of speaking, like every word is really enunciated. Well, that's a fucking bitch to pull off. You see, I've had a little speech impediment since birth.
You couldn't say a hard R, right?
Like, yeah, okay, so a hard R in English, like it has a little more, it's a little bit different, like,
that's actually...
I'm not talking about like that's not a hard R, like a hard R in Bulgarian is r.
Not being able to say a hard R in today's time is actually pretty beneficial.
It's a fucking blessing, I tell you what.
Yeah, it's pretty beneficial. Why did you change it willingly, huh? Why did you do it?
Are
you an enemy? Are you an enemy?
I was looking into getting my N-word pass, and it was kind of required. Anyway, so that's pretty much mandatory if you want to do any sort of acting in Bulgaria. You have to have like that proper type of pronunciation, and a big part of that is getting that hard R. Getting it right out. So I started working with like a specialist, and she was like, "You're
I'm sorry I'm interrupting, but just so the people know what we're talking about, basically a normal R is like R. What he was saying was kind of like R. It was kind of a
like
throat
a throaty kind, yeah.
It was coming from the throat rather than the tongue.
Yeah, and one of the most infuriating things I would have to hear growing up, like, "Oh my God, you sound so cute," and I'm like, "Okay, thanks, but I'm trying to be taken seriously right now. I'm like speaking to you about something that's kind of important." "Oh my God, it's completely adorable. Like, can you say something with a lot of R's in it? I just want to hear it more." I'm like, fuck you.
Yeah. How also?
Yeah,
Fuck you.
that was really hard for me. So anyway, I started working with a specialist not too long ago, and like we started doing exercises, like the sound kind of manifested, and she was like, "You're making good progress, good on you, but if you want to sound natural doing said hard R, you have to
I'm sorry, I can't.
you have to get an operation." And I was like, "Okay, what sort of operation?" And without going too deep into medical terms, you know that little piece of meat that's right beneath your tongue? The thing
my dick?
No, that's my dick,
Oh, okay.
beneath your tongue. Anyway, that little piece of
I know
meat...
you are, but what am I?
No, you.
No, you.
That little piece of meat right beneath your tongue, the thing that's basically that's keeping your tongue attached to your lower jaw, it has to be like, a little incision has to be made in order for it to have more movement, so you can get your tongue higher up in order
treat
to...
that pussy good.
I'm not saying it helped. I'm just saying it helped.
It helped.
Yeah, but it had to be sliced a little bit in order to like get your tongue up there so you can say the hard R. And okay, I started making some calls, and I got in touch with a professional tongue fucker upper. So we arranged a date. Fuck up.
Oh, that's genius. How did... It's like, I'm here to fuck up your tongue, man. It's like, where's the tongue? Give me the tongue. Open your mouth. Oh my God, it's a tongue. Give me the fucking scissors.
So we set a date, and she was like
that's so romantic.
a really nice lady. Like, she was a huge, like a whole lot of woman, but damn did she have a sense of humor. She treated me real good. Here's the deal though, I'm a fucking retard. And
now you can say it with a hard R.
Okay, let's do this again. I'm a freaking retard.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was sexy as shit, wasn't it?
I'm wet.
And I decided that I was gonna play the hero, and like they don't put you under anesthesia. They give you like this local kind of numbing agent. They apply it to your tongue, and it was like a cream. So she puts the cream underneath my tongue, and she's like, "Do you feel anything?" And I was like, "Yeah, I feel a little numb. I think we're pretty good to start." She's like, "Okay,
God.
the moment you feel something, you let me know. I'm gonna put more in there. I'm gonna inject you with some more numbing agent. Everything's gonna be fine." And I'm like, "Okay." So the operation starts, and the first thing I understand is that I am a huge freaking retard because it's not an incision. You see that little zippy part beneath your tongue, they don't cut it like horizontally. What they do is they start scraping it from top to bottom using a high-powered laser, just like imagine peeling a banana. Like from the center down.
Oh, dude, that sounds disgusting.
It was fucking vile. And I was like, okay, it's just a little, like a little sting. I can manage.
Oh, dude, I'm getting shivers. I'm getting fucking heebie-jeebies.
That was the first 2 layers of skin. After that, it's like raw, hot pain. I never, like a lot of people, when they feel pain, they say, "I started seeing white." I never got that. The moment this thing like cut off a 3rd layer of my like zippy skin, I almost fainted. I was like, okay, I'm gonna need some more anesthesia. Come on,
pour that shit.
Fuck me up. You know what? It still didn't work. They injected me and it still didn't work, and I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna tough it out. So I'm basically sitting there. It's like the funny thing is like it's like a 15-minute operation. You know, it didn't even last that long.
They should have gotten a fucking horse tranquilizer. Shot you up.
Goddamn, I would have welcomed that. It's like a 15-minute operation. I was like, okay, we're already like a quarter of the way there. I'm gonna tough this one out. And so I'm just sitting there, like grasping my fucking legs with the power of 1,000 suns, like tears streaming down from my eyes. I'm losing it.
Wait, you fucking cried?
I cried like a little bitch, man.
Wow, what a
like
fucking pussy.
those manly tears. There was no sound. I didn't make a fucking peep, man. But like
What a
my
fucking pussy, dude.
my eyes told
Can
the
you
truth.
imagine this guy? He fucking cried from an operation.
And I was trying to be the tough guy afterwards. They were like, "Are you okay? Do you have any weird sensations throughout your body?" And I was like, "Hey, yeah, my left arm is feeling a little numb, but other than that, I'm okay." and they're just looking at me like, "Dude, you literally bawled like a little bitch not 2 minutes ago, and now you're trying to act tough. Like, get out of my office."
Yeah, just get out of my office. But like, wow, that's a really bad moment to have like a toxic masculinity and try to man it out instead of.
That's why we need Gillette, man.
Yeah, that's why we need Gillette. Jeez.
Is this still relevant?
What if she she saw that you were being like a little toxic masculine bitch, and instead of a laser, she scraped your tongue with a Gillette razor.
Oh
like,
shit! Absolutely possible. Wow, I wasn't paying attention.
Turned you into a little bitch. But no, Jesus Christ, that's my fucking tongue hurts.
I'm not sorry in the slightest, though. It's kind of one of my best decisions recently.
Kind of reminds me of like when you go to a buffet and there's that guy that slices ham and you go like thinner.
Yeah.
Basically, what happened to the meats after then? Did she eat them?
Nah, she kind of just gave them to me
Really?
to go.
She gave it?
Yeah, fuck no. It's
Aw.
like unnoticeable. I think it either you swallow it without knowing, or it like you like spit it out afterwards. You know, you have a little bowl to spit it in. I didn't pay that much attention. I was busy fucking dying from all the pain.
Dude, I would have dried that meat. Make some fucking.
It wasn't that much meat, man.
Exactly. That's why we'll go for
Anyway,
a pretty hefty fucking price.
Let's not put more salt in the wound. How about that?
Please don't say salt in the wound after explaining how your fucking
Yeah,
tongue
and
got.
definitely don't eat salty foods after getting your tongue scraped.
Honestly,
it's not that smart of a decision.
Yeah, really. Even I could have figured that one out, Joe.
Oh, you.
Oh, you. Said the guy that poured fucking water inside of a boiling pan with oil. So, honestly, when you said you have like one story for, regarding, something medical and clinics and shit like that, I thought you were gonna talk about your chili fucking sauce that destroyed your ass, where you have a.
Definitely not. You know why? I'm not gonna talk about that? Because I didn't set a single foot in a doctor's office.
Oh my god, now this is some real toxic masculinity.
I basically wrecked my rectum with a whole bottle of chili sauce.
You're gonna have to save that for another.
Yeah. We're gonna leave that for. For
So
a later
I
date.
just give like a little preview, like a trailer for the people watching at home, so they have something to expect.
You know, like if you have really faulty plumbing, like really old pipes, and you decide it's a good idea to pour sulfuric acid down your drain. That's pretty much what happened.
They were really old fucking pipes.
It came from above.
Sulfuric acid poured from the sky.
Way down below.
Michael fucking
Bublé.
doing his fucking Christmas album. It's the soundtrack of this Christopher Nolan classic.
People dying left and right. You have "I'll be home for Christmas," but only in your nightmares.
V is very, very
Dead. It's beginning to look a lot like murder.
It's beginning to look a lot like clogged up pipes.
Okay, we don't have much time, and we have a whole other segment to do. So, real quick, guys, we're gonna finish. Okay.
We're gonna finish this off by reading exactly one question that we searched before we started from Yahoo Answers, and this is gonna be a segment in every absolute podcast. We're gonna finish it off with a question. Also, as time goes on, as we become extremely popular, once we overtake T-Series, once we overtake PewDiePie,
Yeah, those
once
guys
we overtake,
don't stand a chance.
yeah, once we like have enough fans to destroy Rice Gum with a single, witch hunt.
We're gonna send him some Amazon codes. He's
Yeah,
gonna love it.
expired Amazon codes.
Some Michael Bublé CDs.
Yeah. Until then, once we get to that like level of, success, we will really much like for you to send us all kinds of questions that we're gonna answer instead of Yahoo ones. But for now,
Yeah, feel free to email us at the email listed in the description because, surprise, surprise, I didn't bother to create it yet.
don't email us anything. Just put it in the comment section.
Oh, I ain't looking at that shit.
I am.
If you can make the commitment to write us an email, I can make the commitment of reading at least one of every 10.
Well, I'm a more merciful God, so just write something in the YouTube comments.
How
I'm
about
gonna
you just
read it.
scream your questions into the void? See if God answers.
Just strap that shit on a carrier pigeon. Just don't write an address.
Automatically assume that the answer is gonna be shit and potatoes and just answer it yourself. Okay, so we've picked a single Yahoo question.
Okay, let's
And this one comes to us from...
wait.
Goddamn, our connection is absolute dog shit.
Yeah, okay, so basically we have a few, but now we have to pick one, and this is one that we found to be really fucking funny.
Is it anonymous? Fuck it, I think it's
anonymous. Well, it should be, because this guy...
Okay, let's. How about this? This one comes to us from Michael Bublé.
Michael Bublé himself.
Yeah, he inquires since he feels it real deep in his soul. He has, should homework be illegal?
I want to know opinions, okay? He ends.
Both those sentences end with question marks.
Yeah, it's like, first of all, what kind of fucking way, like, what kind of a question is that? It's like, it's so fucking weird. That's a really fucking weird way to ask a question. It's like, okay, should homework be illegal? Okay, I get that. But the second part, I want to know opinions, okay? It's like, well, okay, man, okay, Jesus.
I don't want to know your statement. I don't want to know your facts.
I don't want to know opinions.
I want...
Facts and shit.
Yeah, good save.
Yeah. Good save. Oh god, I fucking love that word.
Okay, should homework be illegal though? Like,
Well, my opinion is
who the fuck cares?
No, that's
for facts.
Oh my god, you said it.
Ah,
school,
shit.
school is for fuck you faggots.
You're done.
You're done. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, we're getting banned.
Oh, we're
For
getting...
first episode.
Yeah, Jesus, I don't think YouTube's gonna allow this, but I know a lot of podcasts that say those things.
Yeah, we can go on SoundCloud. The people love us.
I've kissed a gay person, so it's not fucking... That's my alibi in court. So, basically, should homework
Yeah, I
be
think I
illegal?
see
Should homework be illegal? Honestly, I don't think homework should be illegal. And
Controversial statement of the year.
of the fucking year. Oh, by the way, we didn't, just before we answered this, who? Okay, no, actually, yeah, we didn't decide who takes the point
Oh, fuck,
on our last thing. That is for you to decide and for us to find out.
The winner will be announced in the next episode.
Yeah, exactly.
This is not every episode's gonna be a tiebreaker, like from the audience, but come on, is it the appendicitis with absolutely shit medical care, or is it
the tongue surgery with absolutely shit medical care?
shit and potatoes?
Yeah. Okay, so I don't think homework should be illegal, and I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody is constantly talking like that's a really popular topic to talk about, especially in recent years. People are looking at countries like Finland and the Netherlands and shit like that. I think it was some of those Scandinavian countries, right? So they really praise the education system there, where you just don't have any fucking homework whatsoever, and that country produces the smartest like fucking kids each generation, and it's due to the fact they don't have homework. But personally, I think that not having homework would kind of not teach you, it can't teach you about what it means to be in times where the situation fucking sucks, you know? Because in Finland and all of those Scandinavian schools, as far as I've, you know, seen documentaries and shit, all they do is just, they do some really, like, playful studying, which is great, right? And they just play.
Yeah, but like for 20% of the time, what can you actually learn from?
No, they learn a lot. No,
studying?
they learn a lot. I'm not questioning if they learn or not. I'm just saying that if everything is fucking playful and shit like that, I don't think kids are gonna value the times they have when they are playing actually without studying, right? Because look, okay, here's an example. When we were like in school, I can always remember like, oh my god, class is fucking disgusting. I hate it. Class sucks. This right now, I'm miserable. I don't want to be like, I don't want to have a test. I don't want to be asked questions. I just want to go home, sit on my computer, or do something else with my friends. And once school ended, you know, for the day, we would stay after school and just fucking play football or soccer, whatever the fuck you prefer. None of us care.
Football.
None of us fucking care. And
Yeah.
Some of my fucking best memories are having to sit through a shitty fucking day where in class you had a shitty fucking test and shit like that, and know you fucked up, and being able to drown it out by playing with everybody else that took the fucking test with you, and they also know they fucked up, and you're like, you know what, we fucked that up, it's gonna end horrible, but right now we don't care, we're gonna live for the moment and we're gonna play some soccer, man. And that's what life is fucking about. And that's what I'm saying, like, these kids in Finland and the Scandinavian countries, I don't think they're gonna be able to cherish the happy, playful moments that much if they don't like have homework and shit like that. Because, you know, homework is the same. You know, you just apply it to a different situation. Oh my god, I'm doing homework. This fucking sucks. I know somebody's, you know, tomorrow is gonna, the teacher is gonna fucking write grades and shit, and I know I'm gonna fuck up. I just wanna finish this so I can show it to my mom, so that she thinks it's passable, right, to be considered finished, and I wanna go on my computer and play Counter-Strike, or fucking World of Warcraft, or go on to fucking Newgrounds and play some Flash games.
Where you have an account.
Where I have an account, right? And I'm gonna link it up.
Link in the description, folks.
Link in the description, folks. Yeah. So basically, I think that having homework, having situations where you intentionally put children in where these situations are sucky and fucky, you know?
Yeah, like,
you know, I think that can be really good for a child, so in the future it can start cherishing, you know,
so,
the fun times. That's my opinion.
I have like a serious opinion and a meme opinion. I'm gonna start us off with the serious one. Basically, Finnish people are bitches.
Oh my god.
And if you want to grow up to be a little bitch, why don't you try being from Finland and don't do any fucking homework and forego your right of shitting potatoes.
Yeah, your fucking country.
Parade around with your education and your healthcare and your low mortality rates.
Yeah, you think you're fucking better than
and
Bulgaria?
And your beauty pies.
You think you're so fucking better than Bulgaria with your massive amounts of positive shit going on in your country?
Peace.
Well, fuck you.
How about?
And peace and love and healthcare and everything else? Well, fuck you. How about you go shove it up yours, man?
Your finho.
Your finho.
Anyway, okay.
No, seriously,
real
no.
talk. Let's get down to this. Yeah, fuck Finland. I'm not backing down from that one.
No, to all of our...
We want to have a larger reach, but fuck Finland.
Yeah, except for Finland.
If you're from Finland, just shut down your computer, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, fucking click away.
Move countries, come on.
Click away.
Real answer though. I had this discussion with a friend a long time ago, and he actually made a really valid point. Homework is absolutely useless at face value. Like, you're not gonna remember like the text you had to read for this assignment or the exercises you had to do for tomorrow. You see, what homework actually is all about is training your brain to handle, organize, and maintain for a certain time an unreasonably large amount of information. You have to like okay, let's put this into a little bit of a perspective. You have like a huge test coming up, like a big maths exam.
Yeah.
There's absolutely no way that in the span of a week you're gonna be able to read through all the lessons, do all your exercises so that you can internalize all this information. But what you can do is spend 12 hours a day compulsively reading all that and having a couple of mental breakdowns and ultimately bullshitting your test and getting like a B or a C. This is far more good for you, like far more good for your brain than sitting down and peacefully studying. It's basically fitness intensive cardio for your brain, and it's absolutely sadistic, but it beats all the little bitches in Finland.
Yeah, you fucking heard it here, guys. Mental breakdowns are good for your brain. Jesus. You heard it on the Our Sour Hour fucking podcast.
I have a point, and you know it. Okay, come on. At least a couple of the listeners are students in universities. You know I'm right. You know this helps you now. When you have like an exam coming in 3 days, you know you gotta cram.
I'm not questioning if you're right or not. I'm just saying that, saying that a mental breakdown is good for your brain is okay. Maybe without the mental breakdown part, but
there is no growth without hardship.
Jesus.
You're acting like you never watched an anime. Come on, you can't have like character development and growth without having this huge obstacle.
Yeah, but usually the fucking return on that shit is triple the investment they had. Like Naruto fucking went through so much shit, and then got some beastly powers. What am I gonna get? A fucking
potatoes.
A fucking C on my test.
You go through all the shit and you get the potatoes. It's like you're not even Bulgarian.
I had a mental breakdown to get a C+ on my fucking test. Whoop-de fucking do, man. But no, look, I understand you. I agree with you to some extent.
Yeah, fuck Finland, right?
Yeah, fuck Finland. Jesus. So basically, having to, learn that unreasonable amount of information in such a short span of time, sadly, it's bad, but sadly, it's something that the world will require from you as you grow older and older. And I think that rather than, you can go two ways. You can either fight the system, or you can accept the system for what it is and try and
play it for what it's worth.
Play it for what it's worth and play the cards you were dealt and play with what you've got. Both of those things are valid ways to do it. Both of those things are extremely hard to do as well. Personally, I usually try and go most of the time to play my cards for what they are and do it like I know how to do, instead of going in a fucking riot mode and try and overcome the world system, something like that. But usually I am not against people trying to do that. I'm just saying that I'm not good at that.
We're talking about homework. What the fuck are you on about?
Well, it's basically you can either continue on doing homework, wanting the system, continue to play by the rules of the system that was set, right? But you can be like Finland
and be a little bitch.
No, seriously, seriously. But you can be
jokes
like
aside, Finland, we love you.
Yeah, Finland is great. So you can live and thrive in the system and take it for what it's worth, or you can try and be like Finland and challenge the system and override it and change it with multiple people putting in multiple amounts of effort, and in the long term they actually they produce better results than everybody else. So basically, decide what's best for you. Who knows? You can be you can either play the system for what it's worth and succeed in life, or you can be the next revolutionary. Be awarded.
Do your own thing. Be your own kind of person. And this isn't really sour, is it? We're ending the first ever episode on a real sweet note. So you know what? Fuck Finland. I'm going back around.
No.
Yeah, we actually hate you. And the Netherlands, they're not much better. Fuck you.
Jesus. But no, seriously. do what you feel best, what you feel is best for you. Us personally, we think that homework should exist because in the long run,
It makes you tougher. Anything
it
that
makes you tougher. It
is
makes you tougher,
good.
and there's another thing. It becomes with each year. It becomes less and less relevant if your homework, if you do your homework or not. It just becomes
because
irrelevant.
if you do the thing that makes you like, that interests you and makes you happy, it's not really homework, is it? It's like
Yeah.
a passion. It's like following a passion. So it tends to be less of a chore. But you know what else makes you like real tough inside and out? The sweet, refreshing taste of Coca-Cola, brought to you by the Our podcast show. That's it from us today, folks. Tune in next week at some point. I don't fucking know.
sometime.
Some point, sometime, there's gonna be an episode next week. And all of the links that we were talking about are gonna be listed below. Feel free to email us at our email and follow us on all the social medias that we have yet to create.
Yeah, fuck you guys.